Welcome back to the Librarium of Ludus Infinium, where you can find RPG and RTS playthroughs and many other kinds of playthroughs in between. And we also have 40k lore. Let's see what adventure we have for you today. And as always, I hope you enjoy. And we're going to try out the new character class, the Tech Adept, as the Adeptus Guitari. In the lore, at least as far as I know, I'm not big on the Adeptus Mechanicus, so I don't know 100%, but to my knowledge, these Guitari are the foot soldiers for the Adeptus Mechanicus.
I'm an Inquisitor of the Imperium, and I seek the truth in the darkness of the Caligari sector. I understand the significance of knowledge as a former adept of the Cult Mechanicus, the keepers of technology. Although I have followed my true calling and did not become a tech priest, I haven't abandoned their approach. I hunt for secrets and rip them from the galaxy if I must. My most important investigation is drawing to a close. I have dedicated years to finding the technological marvels of Uther Tiberius. That legendary Inquisitor was excommunicated millennia ago, but he is still remembered in the sector as a visionary and a madman. For a long time, I have been stumbling in the dark, but my relentless data hunt has thrown up some promising leads. I have sent out my most loyal retainers to investigate. Their assignment was to locate an ancient research facility. That is a low-risk task. I will be heading down to the planet. The mission evidently requires my personal involvement.
Now, I don't want to fuck with you. So, a problem I already have, but I'm not going to lie, it's really not a problem, it's just a nitpick, is that I was hoping to do the main campaign with the Tech Adept, and even though I can't do it, I'm perfectly fine. He gets his own campaign, that's cool, I don't care. But it'd been really interesting to see how he handles the main campaign. But so not only do you get the new character, you get the new campaign, and this has only been live for 14 days. So this is actually, by game terms, this is actually really new. It's not brand new today, but it is still really new.
Void Ship Control Unit 11 Kappa. I requested transport to the last known coordinates of my retinue. What is this place?
Clarification. You have reached the closest accessible location to your biovessels. Target zone is under quarantine protocols.
Deficient analysis on account of a previous tyranid infestation. The entire world is under standard imperial quarantine. But my inquisitorial decree nullifies the order.
Complementary data. This area is under Code Vermilion lockdown to vehicular access. Machine spirits are forbidden, and therefore unable to enter the marked zone.
Curious. This must be a Cult Mechanicus ward. I will proceed on foot then. Exload me the coordinates.
That's normally oh, that actually creeps me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big insect fan. And I know that's just a platform. I think that's a platform he's standing on, but that does creep the ever-loving shit out of me. Oh, nope.
Finally, I've been waiting to engage tyrannid organisms for a long time.
Affirmation required. Are you sure you want to proceed without backup?
No!
Positive.
Fuck! Who the fuck wants to, like, seek out tyranids? I thought Mechanicus guys were supposed to be, yeah, face the wrong way, dipshit. Haha! Woohoo! So what are these other? Oh, those must be constructs.
Add a
Okay.
secondary rumination snippet to the mission logs.
Pending.
What's that do?
Proceed.
Oh, cool.
I've observed unusual
What do you do?
levels of Xenos activity.
Cool.
All tyranid organisms are bound to the sentience.
I get little
of their
buddies.
respective High fleet. But the High Fleet that attacked this subsector was annihilated centuries ago. This phenomenon requires additional...
Oh shit! I don't like this.
Do you require any emotional subtext as digital margination, confusion, terror, or elation?
If that was a subtle jab at my unmodified behavioral patterns, you are risking a mechanical lobotomy.
Comment retracted, Inquisitor.
Try, bitch. You better retract it.
You are approaching the location of the last transmission. No life signs detected.
Log me a new priority task. Obtaining a new retinue.
I am manifesting envy. Your bio-vassals must have already been rewarded with blessed oblivion.
I see that there is still much work to do on your self-deprecation filters.
Oh, that's too good. Okay. Personal log by Interrogator Plaskov. Day 5. This was supposed to be a simple reconnaissance expedition. I wonder if the Inquisitor was aware where he was sending us. Cobalt is a dead world, but it is still harboring some kind of life. Although I only dare to use the words hesitantly with regard to these creatures. Their first attack was totally unexpected. We immediately lost half of the expedition members. We tried to set up a defensive perimeter around the camp, but we were simply not prepared for these monsters. You are not prepared. We cannot fight our way out of here. Still, we have a sacred duty, and we continue our mission in the short periods of calm. Oh, his exchange there. Oh, I loved it. They are the lucky ones, for they have already found oblivion.
Operator, I've discovered the remnants
Nope.
of my expedition. My retinue
That's all.
perished while locating the entrance to a high-security research sanctum that must hold the key to my investigation. The sacrifice of my team was a gift to the Emperor, and will be respectfully learned.
Okay, I guess I can't shoot you.
Observation. The notes contain coordinates to 2 consummate candidates fortifications in the area.
The quarantine records radically downplayed the immensity of the Xenos threat.
Assessment. This mission would have warranted a larger expeditionary force.
My retinue was only following a faint lead. It didn't qualify as a priority assignment.
Could this anything you seek even be here?
I need more data to answer the question.
I'll be honest, I'm digging this Skitari.
Repentance is redundant.
There, you little fuckers. I don't like you. I mean, I like the Skitari to an extent. The whole, like, crab spider leg thing is still creeping me the fuck out a little bit. Ah, leave me alone!
I am the Emperor's wrath.
Eh. Not caring for the darkness too much.
I'm ready to enter the vault now.
Recalibration and organic rejuvenation is advised before entering.
A logical proposition.
Well, that was, okay. And there's the assassin. Which is funny. I think it's funny that all the assassins are female. When it's not really the case in 40K. It really is a mix of them. For instance, if you haven't seen this, check out Arch Warhammer Siege of Wrath series, and in the beginning there is mention of a trying to think of the, because each of these special assassins have their own temples. I want the Caldari assassin. It's one of the snipers, and it is a male. And it's interesting because the only aspect that is realistically the only two that are either one gender or the other are the Sisters of Battle or the Adeptus Astartes. But other than that, like Imperial Guard, you can have men and women. For Adeptus Mechanicus, you can have men or women. The Assassins, you can have men or women. And it's the Adeptus Assassinorum. Sorry, you can have men or women. So it's like there's only two that can either be one or the other. And realistically speaking, Sisters of Battle, one for one, couldn't on most days stand up to an Astartes, but they're a damn good equivalent. They are pretty fucking close. And yeah, people keep complaining about we want female Space Marines. Well, take the Sisters of Battle. They're close enough. They're badass. Their main weapon is a fucking flamethrower. They use the same arsenal.
Where is the generator?
Accessing the blueprints through the Noosphere as we speak.
Noosphere.
Send me the coordinates.
But I mean, the Sisters of Battle have a badass. They're like, they purge things through fire. So if you are a pyromaniac, they're amazing, like me. But I don't get why people bitch that much about it. I mean, through the sci-fi gods that determined the quote-unquote science behind the Adeptus Astartes, they just can't be female unless there was a female Primarch. Now, there are two Primarchs that have been erased from history. If either one of those turns out to be female, then, you know,
Data dissection of the archives has been unsuccessful. All records of the vault have been deleted.
That only confirms my suspicion. Expunge records. Special lockdown on a world under Adeptus Mechanicus jurisdiction. This place has secrets that need to count. The tenacity of these creatures is astonishing. According to the records, the Adeptus Mechanicus purged this world decades ago, and all they managed to do is to force them underground.
Well, they are tyranids. And one of the things Games Workshop has said is that they're leaving the two Primarchs purposefully unknown, so that when people want to make their own Space Marine legions, realistically, as a predecessor to a chapter, they can. That way you don't have to use, like, say, the Imperial Fist, the Thousand Suns, the Ultramarines, what have you.
The Fabricator General of Forge World Thule requested permission for reclamation expeditions several times. The Inquisition denied the request repeatedly, without any formal explanation.
But you can create your own. And that being said, that's perfectly fine. I mean, in that case, yeah, I don't see why you can't have a female Primarch, because it's left purposefully to the creator of that, well, homebrew, realistically, of whatever they want. So you could do that. Just understand, it's not going to be canon. I mean, if you want to make miniatures that are female Space Marines, and you want to make it when the missing Primarchs, and say that missing Primarch is female, then that's all fine and good. You know, and if you play with wah. I killed myself. That was really stupid of me. But I mean, if that's what you want to do, then fine, so be it. And if you find people that are that are cool with it, even better. You know, I am one of those people where even though I don't play the miniatures, if I was in a group and someone's like, hey, here's my female space marines from one of the missing Primarchs, I'd be, oh, that's cool. That's a really creative take on it. That I'm not a creative person, so that really would be kind of a creative take on it for me. That's not me trying to be condescending or anything. That's me being completely honest. I don't see why it's that big of a deal. I mean, again, I like and hate the Sisters of Battle at the same time, because I hate how so I'm a bigger fan of 30k than I am of 40k. I like the secularism of it. I like how they're all, up until the Horus Heresy, they're all on the same page, as it were, as far as the legions and the Imperial Army.
Power has been restored. Now the entire facility is accessible. My next task is to find out how this sanctum was connected to the mysterious research of Uther Tiberius.
Reminder: tyranid life forms consume all biological material in order to reproduce.
Indeed. This is why I need to locate the main data vault to find clues.
Moral: steel abides longer than flesh.
And just kind of like how they lost the Imperial truth over time. It was supposed to be they were outlawed. They weren't supposed to be. They were outlawing all religions and bringing in the Imperial truth. And thanks to Erebus and Corphaeron, that just didn't happen. So everyone says blame Lorgar. I blame Erebus and Corphaeron, especially Erebus. I want that motherfucker to die, and I want him to die bloody.
Inquisitor, permission to log an observation.
No.
Proceed.
The risk assessment for your current mission triggered a warning.
Elaborate, operator.
Reminder: you are currently engaging in a solitary operation against an extremely hostile bioform, without any tangible data as to the existence of any tech relics created by Tiberius.
My goal is to find proof here.
Warning: your quest for sacred knowledge is based on assumptions. It is endangering the safety of your flesh body.
Noted. Now leave me be, operator.
Okay. But yeah, so, and that's one thing where I kind of love and hate the Sisters of Battle, because I'll admit, they are one of the coolest. Can I? Nope. They're one of the coolest factions in modern 40k. Even with that being said, they're religious fanatics, and that's one of the things I hate about the modern Imperium, is that that's what they've become, is religious fanatics for the God Emperor. The stories I really like are where you have the people that push against and like, no, this is what it was supposed to be. It's one of the reasons why I'm hoping Rabute Gilliman pulls whatever dick is shoved up his ass and tries to force the Imperium back to what it was back in 30k, or that another Primarch comes back and helps him do it. Maybe Lion, or maybe Dorn. Dorn would be a great one. Most revered Tiberius, the prototype is complete. My Xenorite brothers and sisters initiated the upload rites and consecrated the remaining flesh casing for transportation. Subject is already manifested briefly in the control circuits. The code psalms and theological patterns you provided to our sanctum led to a major breakthrough. Your servants will deliver the prototype to the Martyr. I will respectfully dispose of the remains of Subject 1.1 to 42.3. and purged the relevant digital research terms, praised the Omnissiah. Yes, technology is a religion. Oh, these crazy motherfuckers.
Who has been archived? Any annotations?
This sanctum belonged to the Zenerite sect of the cult Mechanicus, who specialize in Xenos artifacts. The ancient logs indicate that they were under the patronage of Uther Tiberius.
Observation. Direct connection with occult Mechanicus.
And Miss Kitty decided to join me again today. She likes hanging out with me.
Political friction.
Irrelevant. Knowledge is the true manifestation of divinity, especially for an Inquisitor. Your actions were illogical. Death is salvation.
Death is salvation. Well, yeah, in one way, I guess it is. Shit. So something else I really would love to point out, because I'm a very cantankerous person when it comes to, I see a symbol I haven't seen before. I don't want to be a part of this. Leave me alone, you motherfuckers. Oh, that's just a warrior. Is how the Tyranid and Zergling are basically the same. One's just color-coded. Well, actually, technically, they both kind of are. What do you hold for me?
I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine.
Warning. Empyrean sensors detect a huge surge in the psychic energies. Caution advised.
It was a late warning, Operator. The source is a zoanthrope, a monstrosity created to harness and manipulate the unholy powers of the war. An aberrant but dangerous opponent.
Okay. And in Dawn of War 2, they explode. So I was going to give it a little bit of time just so it didn't, you know, blow myself up again. Ah, shit. You spooked it at me. Oh, no. Son of a bitch. Motherfuckers really don't want to die. Is that all the goodies? That is all the goodies. Brothers and sisters, prepare for blessed deactivation. Sanctum Fintros 4 has survived various challenging timeframes. I implore you to refer to entries 985A to 1236T in your personal memory modules detailing our trials after the excommunication of Uther Tiberius. But we always continued our work, blessed by the machine god, under the protection of the Forge World Thule. But our Vox pleas for assistance to Thule have remained unanswered. The Sanctum has evidently been reclassified as a wasteful facility, and we have been left to our own devices to face the new Tyranid infestation on Cobalt. Did I say Tyrannid? Tyrannid. Fuck it. To preserve our sacred research, I will close down the data vaults and initiate the area wards for all constructs possessing machine spirits. Execute Zone 54.4, initiate combat protocols, die fighting for our sacred knowledge. Seal data vaults, armed turrets, activate self-destruction protocols for mechanical constructs. End.
Operator, I'm sending you a pit grab of a very unique apparatus.
Receive. Commencing analysis.
This must be connected to the Tiberius research.
Analysis failed. There is no match in the schematics library.
The core concept definitely suggests a uniquely modified neural upload mechanism. Remarkable.
Okay.
An incoming Vox message. How?
No logical explanation. The sanctum has been defunct for centuries.
It was a rhetorical question, operator.
I bid you an efficient cycle, Inquisitor. I am Tybalt Vertax, Fabricator General of the Forge World, Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you.
I love how the mechanics interacts with each other. I'm surprised that you're not being a dick. I'm glad that you're surprised. It's one of my most important low functions. Oh, I love the Mechanicus. The one thing I do love about the Mechanicus is their interactions. Oh, good. He looks cuddly. I want to poke him. Boop! Oh, my finger rotted off. I got a passive skill point, and I got some gear, too. Okay, let's go to here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, so I'm going to save that. What does this do? Melee damage bonus to constructs, melee bonus damage to constructs, ranged damage. Construct ability. I can't even do that yet. Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to boost my ranged damage. Wow, that actually does less. It's a higher quality, I don't know why. Oh, there, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, you really are a fucking caster, aren't you? I don't want ammo. Oh, it's a stun man. Okay. I mean, I don't want armor. Shit, ammo. What am I thinking? So I'm going to go with a frag grenade, but... And it's looking like it's going to be that frag grenade. Okay, that's, a new look. That's a thing.
Inquisitor, how socially proactive of you to visit me.
You contacted me and promised me information.
A straightforward approach. Most commendable. I accessed the digital scrolls on your non-classified investigations and noticed the main object of your interest. And this was confirmed by your recent visit to the Sanctum.
What interest are you referring to?
You are actively seeking tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the infamous Inquisitor excommunicated for potentially heretical studies. I have information that could significantly advance your pursuit.
Are you offering me additional information on the Xenorite sect?
That sect was terminated a long time ago. I have more valuable information for you. The Martyr, the wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius, long thought to be lost, has returned to the Caligari sector from the Immaterium.
Ooh.
The problem is that the Martyr is currently under a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, which even I have no word on. Your credentials, on the other hand, would grant you access. I have the current coordinates of the ship.
How? You said it was a classified investigation.
I am the fabricated general of a forged world. I have my methods. I have an informant in the retinue of the Inquisitor in charge, stationed on the ship of a certain Captain Van Winter. We could both benefit from the Archaeotech secrets in that monastery.
I will travel to the Martyr. Oh, so maybe I will still do the main campaign. Is it? So maybe it's just like it's not its own campaign, but it's a prelude. Oh, that's cool. I hope I'm right anyway. I want to see the Space Marine get ripped apart again. That was funny. By the way, that's not an easy thing to do, to actually rip a Space Marine apart. He gets one of his legs ripped off, and I think one of his arms. But I know for certain one of his legs. And actually, in one of the books, or one of the audiobooks I'm listening to, there's a thing called a War Singer. And for those of you that don't know, one of the most durable of the Legiones Astartes, which is saying something in and of itself, is the Death Guard. And it, by screaming at him, rips his leg off. Of one of the captains. One of the strongest of potentially the strong. I would, trying to think of all the Space Marine Legions, of all 18 of them. Death Guard would probably actually be the strongest. Or excuse me, the most durable, not necessarily the strongest.
Log this moment, operator. My search for the fabled monastery of Uther Tiberius is complete. We will tear it apart to find the secrets of a fallen Inquisitor.
Cursory analysis indicates that this modified Alpha-class vessel is barely functioning. Emotional outbursts are illogical and groundless.
Enough. Give me a status report instead.
Hull heavily damaged. Invocations of blessed recalibration obsolete. Environment unsafe due to several millennia spent in the war.
The situation is suboptimal, but manageable.
But I will leave it there, and I will move me over the map, because... Now, for the top... Hold on. Yeah. For the top left-hand corner, I will leave with you... Hi, Miss Kitty. I will leave with you my most recent upload. For the bottom left-hand corner, I will leave with you a playlist I hope you will enjoy. And right above my head, I will leave you the subscription button in case you enjoy... Hi, boo-boo. In case you enjoyed... Okay, Dirk. You enjoying your chicken fries? You enjoying your chicken fries? I'm just saying bye to the nice people. So I'll leave the top right above my head. I will leave the subscription button in case you enjoyed this or want to see any more of my RPG RTS content, or you would like to see more of my 40k lore. Also in the description, I will leave a link to my Discord if you have any video suggestions, or if you have any suggestions regarding like changes I could make, join my Discord and let me know. I'm always willing to improve. That being said, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!